The weight was more than I could hold. Every smile was covering pain. Every step felt slow and cold. I prayed the words I didn't feel. I cried the tears I tried to hide. I didn't know how to go on. I just knew I couldn't fight. I had nothing left to give. No strength, no answers anymore. But you stayed when I couldn't. You stood where I fell apart. When my faith was barely breathing, you were holding my heart. I was weak, I was empty. I didn't know what to do. I didn't stay because I was strong. I stayed because of you. The night was longer than the day. The silence louder than my prayer. I searched for hope inside myself, but there was nothing there. Still you didn't turn away. Still you didn't let me go. In the middle of my doubt, you were closer than I know. I didn't feel you near, but you were always there. You stayed when I couldn't, when my courage was gone. You carried all the pieces that I couldn't hold on. I was lost and afraid, but you never withdrew. I didn't survive this moment without you. I don't need to understand. I don't need the pain to end. If you're here inside this moment, that's enough. I release what I can't fix. I surrender all I am. I am safe within your presence, that's enough. You stayed when I couldn't, and now I can breathe again. Not because the storm is over, but because you didn't end. I'm still here, still standing, not by power, not by pride. I'm still here because you stayed right by my side. You stayed, and I'm still here. You stayed, and I'm still here. The room was quiet, the lights were low. My thoughts were louder than I showed. I didn't have the strength to cry. I didn't even ask you why. I sat with all the weight and inside. Every fear I tried to hide, I didn't know what else to do. So I just sat there thinking of you. I didn't come with perfect faith, just a heart that couldn't escape. I called your name softly in the middle of the night, not with courage, not with answers, just a tired voice inside. I called your name softly when words were hard to find. I didn't shout, I didn't beg, I just needed you that night. The silence stayed, the pain stayed too, but something in me leaned to you. I didn't feel the night disappear, but I felt you drawing near. No miracle before my eyes, no sudden change, no bright sunrise, just peace that didn't make sense. Resting in your presence, I didn't hear you speak out loud, but my heart felt safe somehow. I called your name softly with every breath I had, even when my faith felt fragile. You met me where I sat. I called your name softly, and you didn't turn away. You stayed right there in the quiet when I didn't know how to pray. I don't need the dark to leave, I don't need the pain to fade. If you're here inside this moment, that's enough for me. I'm not asking for a sign, I'm not asking for control. I'm just resting in the knowing that I'm not alone. I called your name softly, and you answered with your peace, not in thunder, not in fire, but in quiet relief. I called your name softly, and now my heart can rest, even if tomorrow feels uncertain. Tonight I am held. I called your name, and you stayed. I walked through hours that felt too long, with questions playing like a song. I searched for signs in every place, but couldn't see your face. I thought that I was on my own, trying to carry this alone. I didn't feel you by my side, I didn't know where hope could hide. I thought silence meant you were gone, but I was wrong. myself for all the fear, for every falling tear. But now I see with clearer eyes, grace was moving in disguise. Every breath that kept me here was proof that you were near. You didn't leave me in the dark. You guarded my heart. You were closer than I knew. When my faith fell thin and small, in the quiet, in the pain, you were catching every fall. You were closer than I knew. Even when I felt confused, I didn't feel your hands at first, but you never let me lose. I don't need to understand every reason, every plan. If you were with me through it all, that's enough for me. I release the questions now. I don't need the answers loud. I choose peace instead of fear, knowing you were here. You were closer than I knew. Every step you walked with me, even in the darkest hours, you were fighting quietly. You were closer than I knew. Now my heart can finally rest, not because the past is gone, but because I'm held. You were closer. Closer than I knew. I held on longer than I should, trying to be stronger than I was. I carried fears I couldn't name. I carried guilt, I carried shame. I smiled through a broken sight. I told myself that I was fine, but every step was wearing thin. I didn't know how to begin. I thought it was my fight alone. I didn't know you were this close. You carried what I couldn't hold. When my hands were shaking, you carried every heavy load. When my heart was breaking, I tried to stand on my own feet, but I was falling through. I didn't make it through this night without you. I questioned every road I took, every promise I misunderstood. I blamed myself for every tear, for every doubt, every fear. Still you never asked me why. Still you never passed me by. You met me in my weakest place and covered me with grace. Didn't see your strength at first, but it was holding me through the hurt. You carried what I couldn't hold when I was overwhelmed. You stayed when everything felt cold. You stayed when hope fell down. I didn't have the strength to pray. I didn't know what to do. I didn't survive this moment without you. I don't need to be enough. I don't need to be strong. If you're carrying this burden, I can rest and move on. I release what weighs me down, every fear, every doubt. I don't have to hold it all. You are holding me now. You carried what I couldn't hold, and now I can breathe again. Not because the road is clear, but because you didn't end. I'm still here, still standing, not by power, not by pride. I'm still here because you carried what I left behind. You carried me, and I'm safe tonight. I've been holding on too tight, trying to fix what I can't change. Every worry kept me up. Every fear called out my name. I planned the steps ahead of time, carried weight that wasn't mine. I forgot how to be still. I forgot how to be quiet. I don't have to solve it all. I don't have to stand so tall. So I lay it down with you. Every fear I'm holding to, I don't need to understand. I just place it in your hands. I lay it down with you. All the things I can't control, if you're here beside me now, that is enough for my soul. The room is calm, my breath is slow. I'm learning how to let this go. Not because the pain is gone, but because I'm not alone. I don't need tomorrow clear. I don't need the answers near. If your peace is in this moment, I can rest right here. I release what weighs me down. I don't need to carry it now. I lay it down with you. Every doubt, every truth. I don't need to prove my worth. I am safe within your words. I lay it down with you, and my heart begins to breathe. Not because the night has changed, but because you're here with me. I don't need to be enough. I don't need to hold it all. If you're carrying this moment, I can rest and not fall. I choose trust instead of fear. I choose peace instead of control. I am safe within your presence. I let go. I let go. So I lay it down with you, everything that pulls me through. I don't know what comes next, but I know I'm not alone. I lay it down with you, and I finally feel the calm. I'm not holding on tonight, you are holding me now. I lay it down, and I rest with you. I've been wounded by the past, words that cut too deep to heal. I learned how to hide the cracks. I learned how not to feel. I carried memories in silence, let them shape the way I breathe. I told myself I'd be okay if I didn't look too deep. But even when I turned away, you never left my side. You still hold my heart when it's fragile, when it's torn. You don't rush the healing, you don't walk out on the hurt. You still hold my heart when I don't know how to stop. I don't have to be whole again to be safe within your arms. I try to heal myself alone, try to be my own defense, but every wall I built inside only deepened what I felt. Still you met me where I was, not with judgment, not with blame. You stay gentle with my pain. You called me by my name. You didn't ask me to be strong, you just asked me to come close. You still hold my heart, every broken hidden part. You don't turn away from scars, you don't fear the dark. You still hold my heart, and I'm learning how to trust. I don't need to be restored, I just need your love. You still hold my heart, and I can finally breathe. Not because I'm stronger now, but because you're holding me. You still hold my heart, and I don't have to pretend. I am healing in your presence. This is where it ends. You still hold my heart, and I am safe. The noise is fading, the night is still. My racing thoughts begin to slow. I don't need answers anymore. I don't need to know. I've said enough, I've cried enough. I've tried to carry what I can. Now I'm just breathing in this moment with open hands. I don't need the fear to leave. I just need to feel your peace. So I rest here with you, nothing else to do. To move. I rest here with you, just staying where you are, in the quiet of your presence. My heart is calm. The night is gentle, the room is warm. I feel my shoulders letting go. I don't have to hold tomorrow, I can let it go. No more striving, no more wait, no more trying to be strong. If you're here inside this moment, I belong. I don't need the dark to change. I just need to stay. So I rest here with you. Every breath is true. I don't need to say within your arms, in the stillness of your presence. fall asleep right here, that's okay.